It's week 5 of the NFL. All eyes are on Jamar Chase. He's coming off a nice performance, bringing in a pair of touchdowns. It's the Vikings and the Falcons, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather. And we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Atlanta Falcons. Brandon Garth alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Vikings coming into play. Their offense is one that doesn't rely too heavily on just one guy. They like to spread things around as best they can.
You're right about that. It's a diverse unit, and they like to run their offense by what they call game plan, meaning each and every week they study the opponent, they probe its weaknesses, and they move the ball around that way. They emphasize who's going to get it based on what they think they'll accomplish in that game. Other teams, they're a system team. They're going to run what they run no matter what. I like this style of offense. It suits them well.
First quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This taken in at the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018 from Oklahoma, Baker Mayfield.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
Mayfield's throw here into the hands of Moore. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is what every back in the league is supposed to do, exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Mayfield. Being chased out left. And to the 46 he goes and no further. So he is well short of the first down marker. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive. Because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Off play action. Doyle swings this out for Hunt. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. Off the play fake. Doyle. Got a man open. It's Chase. He was locked in. 2 trips to the end zone, Charles, over 100 yards receiving.
How about the combination of route running, confidence going downfield, and the ability to go up and get the football? You're exactly right. It was hard for them to stop him.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Good job there defensively of starting that one out.
Yeah, you got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized. Down the line behind the line of scrimmage.
To throw on 3rd down. Doyle. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10. They run for it with Hunt. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They will run for the first time here with White. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Doyle. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. It's safe to say the passing game is found a rhythm. He's now 4-4, but he might need to be 5-5 to keep this drive going here as they face a 3rd down.
And maybe perhaps you show a running play, right? Maybe a little play action here to go ahead and let him throw the ball downfield. I wouldn't get away from him flinging it because 4 for 4 already. I think he's got a good chance of picking this one up here on 3rd down.
Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
First down, here's the run with Peterson. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Off play action. Doyle. Incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and stop for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Doyle. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Jamar Chase with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are on the board first here this afternoon. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw complete there to Moore. And he'll be out right at the 35. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Now again, running right is Montgomery. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it 2nd down and 11. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his...
Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Vikings are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in it. Always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Doyle. And connects quickly to Jamar Chase. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Off the play fake. Doyle had his hands on it but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down.
You know it's not an easy job to catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
On 3rd down, Doyle. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 16. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll give to Hunt here on the option. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. White will take this into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it. So a little bit of a turnover. You went right back though and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
You got to do what you got to do.
A little worried about your hands, though.
Yeah.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Mayfield's throw taken in by Pascal. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. It'll go as a gain of 4. And 3rd and 1 now. To throw, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. First down, Mayfield. Finds his tight end, Ingram. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're acting panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. Dancing away at the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Mayfield on first down. Over the middle, he's got his tight end, Ingram. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Working with a 2nd and 3. Mayfield down. He targets Ingram for another grab. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw here taken in by... Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. To throw again on second down. Mayfield. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Zach Pascal from 19 yards away. And the Falcons have got it back to within a score. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7. That time a 9-play drive. And the Falcons score to cap it off. And that is 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season, and, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and boy, are they getting downfield, creating extra blocks for them.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. Off play action. Doyle. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because you're trying to hold momentum. He's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. Doyle. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Looking to throw. Doyle. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively. Well, it could have gone for more.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
And the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Back to Montgomery on second down.
And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On third down, they go Montgomery. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
There's the versatile back, Kareem Hunt, getting set with the rest of this offense for the next drive.
We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, trying to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call.
So a roughing the passer penalty there, CD.
And we know that these pass rushers love to get after rookie quarterbacks, but they've still got to do it within the scope of the rules. And that time, the hit came just a little bit too late. And the official won't even think twice about pulling his flag on that one.
Back to throw. Doyle. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanting the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what did you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Carlson able to put this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. And as they approach halftime, it's the Bears who are out in front. The Bears trying to gut this one out as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Next, we'll take the trip north to the Steel City to check on the Steelers at home in Pittsburgh. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting Jags who are out in front. The Jags locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. 2 touchdown passes there for Teddy Ballgame. With that, we take a look at the next-gen stats.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And the Vikings set to go on offense to begin the third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game and down the stretch, being able to be balanced and try and win this ball game.
Throwing on first down. Doyle. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And this will be taken at the 13.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. To Montgomery to begin the drive. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He's brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 6. It brings up 2nd and 4.
Mayfield to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Montgomery. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll be 2nd down. Here's Mayfield. That's into the hands of Pascal.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
He's known for his legs and his fancy footwork, but he's not getting much of a chance to use it here. The defense continued to hold the upper hand by bringing him down on that play.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good shot as he tried to pull that one in. 3rd down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. This will be fielded at the 17. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. To throw on 2nd down. Doyle. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breaking up there. Fortunately, he was on the spot. He's able to go left to prevent the first down.
To throw on 3rd down. Doyle. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Mayfield on play action. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. Fielded just inside the 30. So here are the Vikings to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Doyle.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
That's another beautiful throw right there. It gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another 1st down there.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you can do worse than a 40-yard run on 1st down.
On 3rd and 2, Doyle. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So when you factor in the safety, this now a 5-point swing.
And look, I'm not going to turn away a 5-point swing because 5 points, that's valuable. Don't get me wrong on this. But if they could have taken that safety and added 7 to it, now you're talking about a really big swing.
Fielded right around the 8th. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Mayfield. Taken in by Pascal out left. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Read option. Here's Montgomery. And he'll go down, and that will do it. for the third quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we play 3 quarters. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the fourth. Mayfield on 3rd and 2.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Running for it, Montgomery. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. First carry for James Conner. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers getting together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
A good throw here, finding Pascal. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. The quick slant caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Mayfield looks to throw.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Vikings are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
On 2nd down, Peterson. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him, 15 big yards. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Doyle. He finds Watson. It's gone. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
They'll run with Hunt on second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the gun on third down, Doyle throwing left side, it's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 30. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. Down at the 25.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
On second down, right back to Hunt.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2. They'll try and pick it up by running the action to the right. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 3. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it first and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll run with Peterson. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Another yard would probably put this thing in the book. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. A great play there. Scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Vikings add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6.
Taken in at the 3. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Falcons ready to take over. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10. Throwing, Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
The coverage by Terrarius Ward.
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And this is caught. He hits more.
And he is going to have the Falcons first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Now a throw here to his running back.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with... back after this. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Mayfield with it once more. Oh, Pascal able to haul that one in. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 17-yard line. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And I think the ball's out, and the Vikings pick up the football. There he goes left side. Past the 20. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach. The offensive coordinator just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone. Can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes has a way of catching up with you.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. The left side caught by Diggs. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. One last shot for Mayfield here. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Vikings, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll have another road date next week with the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears.